Hi everyone, welcome along to the very top of the BT Tower here in central London. It's lovely to be here, but as all of you know, my heart really is in East Anglia. And actually, when it comes to East Anglia, I've got some amazing facts here about just how important it is when it comes to AI skills. In fact, over the past 3 years, the East of England has seen a 9% rise in demand for AI skills and a 21% rise in demand for cyber skills, as well as the highest rise in employer demand for fintech skills in the UK, a 30% rise from 2017 to 2019. Therefore, what better location for today's AI festival than the internationally renowned BT Centre at Adastral Park in Suffolk. So what is today's AI festival all about? Well, the whole point of this festival is that it aims to demystify and provide an overview of the importance of AI to all the SMEs and all the global companies that are listening to this conversation today. So throughout the seminar, here's the plan. We're going to be having seminars run by both local and globally known universities, aimed at students from schools and colleges as well. But we're going to make this a little bit different because I guess that so many people feel a little bit zoomed out at the moment. We're all sitting at home, we're all participating, but we're all totally separate from each other. So we were thinking, how can we make this festival feel a little bit different? Well, the plan is for you to be absolutely involved in what goes on. So we're going to open up the ability for you to ask questions and be involved with some audience participation. As well as that, we've got polls and things running right throughout the day. And you're also going to get some really cool demos of the way that AI is providing solutions for companies, not just in the East of England, but everywhere as well. We've got some really interesting stuff coming your way. And as well as all that, this festival is going to feature experts from NASA, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Google, Facebook, and BT's new Technology Advisory Board member and director of the MIT Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratories, Daniela Russ. So I hope you'll agree, this is an exciting lineup today. Now, those of you who know me know how much I love using technology, whether it's being at work and using tech to keep an eye on what's happening at home with the kids, whether it's using social media to gauge audience feedback when we're live on air. But one of the things that I'm really impressed with at the moment is the opportunity we've given viewers of BT Sport on our app to actually be in the dugout, to get an idea of the speed a player is moving. We're using graphics overlaid onto live sport to really change the audience's enjoyment of a game of football. I think it's better than anything else I'm seeing out there. And at the very heart of that, and so much more, is AI. But it's not just a TV company producing sport that's using AI. If you take, for example, a professional sports person, they've got AI in their wearables so they can monitor a player's nutrition, their biomechanics, and their recovery management. Everywhere you look, almost without knowing it now, AI is being used. As well as all of that, from a wider BT perspective, AI is absolutely central to the business, and Adastral Park in Suffolk is the centre of all of that. And actually, the hard work they've put in at Adastral Park has positioned BT as having the largest number of AI patents registered in Europe. So listen to this, right? Every single day, AI algorithms and capabilities are being used to help BT optimise that service for its customers. It's 30,000 field services are planned, scheduled and supported using an array of different AI models and cybersecurity platforms. These services absolutely rely on the AI tools to rapidly detect and respond to different cyber threats, and we are relying more and more heavily than ever before on broadband connections. Therefore, the AI is absolutely vital. BT's full fibre rollout, now growing at 42,000 premises every single week, uses smart AI technologies to plan and build the next generation of networks. The key thing to be aware of is that AI is going to become more and more embedded in the world that you and I live in every single day, whether it's transforming healthcare, transport, work, commerce, as well as, of course, the entertainment industry, which is why we believe now is the perfect time to host this event. Let's show off the East of England and the amazing work that's been done. I really hope you enjoy this festival over the next couple of days. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to something so special. And to kickstart, please join me in welcoming BT's Adastral Park Director, Lisa Perkins, and Applied Research Senior Manager, Darren Lewis.
Well, what a welcome from Jake. Thank you so much, Jake. And a big welcome to everybody to our inaugural AI Festival. We are so excited to be hosting this from the East of England. And as Jake said, I'm Lisa Perkins, and I'm a director at BT in the Applied Research area. And I'm also chair of Tech East. And we are so excited, as I say, to bring you this festival from the East of England. So over to Darren, who is my co-host.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this?
Yeah,
Darren?
super excited. So this has been a long time coming. We've been excited to have this event for some time now. We've got some brilliant talkers, speakers from across the world, so global speakers, as well as showcasing the best of the east of England. And of course, we want this to be interactive. As Jake says, we're really keen for you guys to get involved throughout the whole event. So maybe you can... It would be really good right now. We've got a diverse set of audience members right now. And so on the right-hand side of your window, there's a chat box. It would be brilliant if you could maybe put just a one-liner in there about what you're looking forward to over the next 2 days. So maybe you could do that. And otherwise, for the following 2 days, sit back, relax, and enjoy what we're going to bring to you. Hopefully give you a good sense of what AI is all about and demystify it for you.
Thanks, Darren. So, yes, please do get involved. We really want to hear from you. And obviously, we are filming this in the middle of the global pandemic, but we are also incredibly excited to be here live at Adastral Park in our event space in the hub. And I guess, Darren, we were reflecting on the fact that the announcement on Monday feels like we might be getting to the place where we might start to see more people here on site at Adastral and get it back into action.
That'd be nice.
So obviously BT is really excited to back this event, but we couldn't have done it without the fantastic partnership of one of our pioneering AI companies from the east of England, Orbital Media. So it would only be right that we now hear from Peter Brady, CEO.
Good morning. My name is Peter Brady. I'm CEO of Orbital Global, a world-leading digital technology and services company. I'm also CEO of VirtTuri, a pioneering AI avatar assistant scale-up, and co-founder of AI Festival. My journey into AI technology has developed over the last decade, working at the coalface with global organizations such as Teva, Johnson & Johnson, GSK, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and many others. This revealed to me at the very highest levels of industry significant opportunities for transformational automation, predictive analytics, natural language processing, vision computing, and much more. My eyes were open to amazing possibilities, but also to some startling realizations. This included foreseeing industries primed for disruption and skills, careers, and employment opportunities change beyond recognition. All of this, I believe, positions AI as one of the defining technologies of the 21st century, particularly when you align this with rapid developments in quantum computing. IBM described the implications of quantum computing as follows. Universal quantum computers leverage the quantum mechanical phenomena of superposition and entanglement to create states that scale exponentially with number of qubits or quantum bits. Now, for those of us not familiar with quantum mechanics, the important word here is exponential. As we've all learned during the pandemic, exponential growth is a very powerful thing. It was underreported, but interesting to note that the University of Science and Technology of China claimed a game-changing breakthrough in this field late last year with a revolutionary photon-based quantum computing system that could do in a few minutes a calculation that could take a classical computer 10 billion years. Now I might imagine applying this to the development and testing of vaccines, for instance, cutting development times down from 12 months to weeks. When considering all of this, it was absolutely staggering to discover that East Anglia is the epicenter of AI-based patent volumes in Europe. BT in particular is making impressive progress in this arena at its world-famous research and development facility in Maltsham, alongside a host of other amazing regional companies such as Orbital, VirtTuri, Rainbird, Inner Wisdom, and many others. Not only this, we also have some of the world's most important AI-related research taking place in this region at places like University of Essex, University of East Anglia, and University of Suffolk, where extensive business collaboration opportunities are available through schemes like the fantastic Knowledge Transfer Partnership Programme. This positions East Anglia as a leading location for attracting and generating AI-related investment, skills, and research. It was on this basis that I co-founded the AI Festival concept with fantastic Lisa Perkins at BT to shine a light on the staggering breadth of AI-related activities taking place in this region with key industries such as healthcare, agriculture, clean energy, fast-moving consumer goods and logistics leading the way. Whether it be an artificial pancreas, healthcare hyperistic avatars, or next-generation 5G media, East Anglia is at the forefront and positioned as one of the world's most important AI hubs. Over the next couple of days, we really want to build on this by demystifying AI, warts and all, from its strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats perspective, opening up understanding and accessibility to this technology, inspiring the next generation of research, startups, scale-ups, and skills. Creating the AI Festival from scratch over the last 2 years has been an immense logistical challenge, not helped by the problems posed by the pandemic. However, I'm immensely proud of and grateful to the teams from Orbital, BT, New Anglia LEP, Tech East, and many other organisations who have made AI Festival become a reality. We have created, quite literally, a world-beating event in record time, which is borne out by our lineup of speakers from BT, Google, Facebook, AstraZeneca, MIT, Silicon Valley Bank, and even a former NASA scientist. We're exploring never-before-revealed research and technologies, plus undertaking live research into one of the big question marks, AI creativity. I really hope you enjoy the experience offered by the festival, and that in these challenging times, it provides some fun and inspiration. Thank you.
Brilliant. And thanks, Peter. And I've got to say, so Orbital have been fantastic to work with, but so many people have been brilliant in bringing this event together. So too many people to thank, really, but you know who you are, so thank you very much. Now, the first thing we're going to bring you is something that only through the power of AI could we actually do. Many of you will know the late Tommy Flowers. He's somebody recognised heavily in the National Park, former engineer at the post office, which is where BT emerged from, the post office. And he's somebody that did amazing things in computing. And what we've managed to do through AI is bring you a few messages from Tommy Flowers. So now over to Tommy Flowers.
Good morning. My name is Tommy Flowers. I designed and built Colossus, the world's first programmable electronic computer, to help decrypt German messages during World War II. Never did I imagine my work would ultimately lead to silicon chips, quantum computing, artificial intelligence, and me being recreated as an AI-generated avatar. However, my work lives on in your smartphones, iPads, and desktop computers. It's a testament to the fact humanity can scale the greatest heights during the darkest of circumstances. It's a wonderful legacy that I hope inspires others and provides hope.
Wow, so amazing to see Tommy Flowers there. And we'd just like to say a very big thank you to Tommy's family, particularly Kenneth, who allowed us to bring Tommy to our AI Festival. Thank you very much. So I think without further ado, we should start the proceedings with this festival. And I have the wonderful task of kicking us off with a little bit of context as to why we have brought this AI festival to bear. I said that obviously I'm Director at Applied Research BT, and I have the opportunity within that role to look at how we realise research. So how do we find the best purpose for our innovations and our research right across the applied research organisation? And a key area that we research is obviously AI. I'm also, however, responsible for this amazing industrial park, which is BT's global R&D facility, but is also home to more than 150 companies, which is our Innovation Martlesham Tech Cluster. And this tech cluster and these companies is really thriving, it's very diverse, and we have companies that are large corporate scale size companies right through to startups. And they span all numbers of different technologies, from networks, data science, software engineering. And we have this lovely emerging set of AI companies at Innovation Martlesham as well. Thirdly, I'm delighted to be the chair of Tech East, which is an organisation responsible for really being the voice of technology for the East region, but not only giving visibility to the fantastic innovations that I hope you'll witness over the next 2 days, but also driving for real opportunity across the East. So with all of those hats on, I wanted to just take this opportunity to position some really quite amazing stats. So if we take the UK as a whole to start with, we can see on the slide there some amazing stats, I think. So the ones that I like the most is the fact that actually the UK is Europe's #1 scaling tech nation. And basically what this means is that more than 80% of tech investment is put into our high growth, high potential scale-up organisations. I think also what is phenomenal for the UK is that the tech sector has grown 6 times faster than the wider economy, which just signifies and highlights the role of technology for the economy. And staggeringly, in 2019, nearly £11 billion was invested in tech. And this makes it more investment than I think the combination of both France and Germany. So kind of quite a staggering statistic. Next, though, in terms of the East region as part of that tech nation of the UK, we also see our own impressive stats. We had in about 2019 about 800 million VC investment into the region, $1 billion over 2015, 2019 invested in emerging tech companies, with $500 million of that into AI. So obviously we're going to be spending the next 2 days talking about AI, but I also just wanted to take the opportunity to say that this is only one of the fantastic emerging technologies that we are growing huge capability in the East. We also have fantastic prowess in security, cyber defense, robotics, blockchain, Internet of Things, and augmented and virtual reality, all of which we are progressing in the same way as AI, looking for that purpose and looking to help organisations and ultimately the nation prosper. So a little bit about AI in the east of England. I talked about the Innovation Maelstrom cluster and the fact that we have this emerging set of AI companies. In fact, across the east of England, we now have 6 times more AI companies than we did 10 years ago. And I'd just like to call out one of our Innovation Maelstrom companies, Inner Wisdom, which was born and has grown up here on site. And they have gone from strength to incredible strength, recently being able to secure a really great deal in partnership with Cognizant. Jake mentioned this at the start, but BT has fantastic research in artificial intelligence, and you'll hear from many of those researchers through the course of the next 2 days. But they have had incredible success driving BT to be the top UK patent filer in Europe, or globally actually. So it's the top UK company globally to file patents. And why does BT have so much interest in AI, and why do we invest so much in terms of the research? Because BT uses that application of AI. Whether it's in terms of our network and how we manage that and how we bring better insight to how we can create better customer experience, whether it's applied to our field teams in terms of how we optimize the management of those field teams, and so on. BT has got numerous really significant use cases where artificial intelligence has made a massive difference to the way we can operate. And I talked just then about customer experience. We have got this fantastic research facility, but what we also do is open ourselves up to the art of the possible with innovations from the wider ecosystem. And we have been able to secure really great innovations downstreamed into BT in partnership with some of these companies. Sitecall and Contact Engine on the slide there are just 2 examples of companies that we've been able to work with to make a real impact on customer experience in the front line. And just generally, BT is seeing so much interest, and I think this festival recognises that as well in terms of AI. We host about 60,000 people here across the year in Industrial Park in usual times, and we often take the opportunity to show them our tremendous technology in the showcase. And we have seen a massive uptick in terms of the interest in AI through that. So finally, I just wanted to mention the fact that we are not only growing and driving innovations and research both in BT and across the East region with this fantastic capability, but we are also growing an amazing talent pool in the East of England. We've got so many different initiatives that are bringing talent to the East. To name a few, we have a great initiative with the University of Suffolk to bring the Digitech Centre on site. And this is a facility with the university to provide learning in all sorts of technologies, including AI, together with the businesses around the park. We are very proud of our fantastic universities of Essex and East Anglia in the East, and they have an amazing set of courses and curriculum that is really driving the growth in these new areas. And BT has more than 80%, not 80%, 80 plus relationships with universities globally. And we are really looking at how we leverage those relationships to bring that talent and those skills to bear in the East of England. And we don't stop there. We start with Year 2 children in our Inspiration programme, working with them to help inspire them that at the top level, technology is really interesting and really exciting and is definitely a career for them. And so we look and have about 8,000 children that usually come through our programme. And we're very proud of the fact that more than 60% of our apprentices on site here at Industrial have been part of that programme. So in summary, we have an amazing opportunity here in the East around technology as a whole, but particularly AI. And we are growing fantastic talent to support that. And I know that through the course of the next 2 days, we're going to have lots of students that are joining this festival and really would love to hear from you. So please get interactive in the sessions as well. So, Darren.
Yeah.
Would you like to give us some colour in terms of what we've got scheduled for today?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and just before I go into some of the agenda for the day, again, just a reminder and a plea to get involved. Yes, on the platform, and I can see a number of people that have put those messages in the chat, so thank you very much already. But yeah, go onto Twitter, please use LinkedIn. Let's tell everybody about this event. But yes, in today's agenda, we've got, scattered throughout the 2 days, we've got great demos, so putting AI into real-world context for you. So demonstrations. We've also got some interactive games as well, so you can test yourself as to, can you tell the difference between an AI-created item or a human-created item? We've also got an energy sector-focused workshop coming up and a collection of seminars from Cardiff University.
I believe we have Joe Spisak, product lead for Facebook's open source AI library PyTorch. So that will be very exciting. And a fireside chat on explainable AI with King's College London and BT. And something we're very passionate about here in the East, agriculture. We are having an agriculture-focused workshop. And also, Essex University are going to treat us to a series of seminars.
And then we also have a chat on bias within AI. We hear from an MIT keynote, who's then joined by BT's technology CEO and also former Ocado CTO for a fireside chat. And then if that wasn't enough, we've then got somebody who was the creator or the creating team of IBM's Watson. So yeah, a pretty full first day.
Absolutely. So we are going to get into those now. But before we get on with our first keynote, please can I remind you that on the platform that we're using for this festival, you will need to click on the next section for each session, basically. So do make sure that you do that clicking onto the next section. And after our first speaker, who Darren is going to introduce shortly. Just to remind you that there's actually a demonstration from our showcase, which is our Adastral's World Class Showcase. So we look forward to that, but you'll need to click onto that.
Indeed.
So who have we got now, Darren?
So first things first, so we're really, really pleased to be able to bring you Peter Scott. So Peter, originally an Essex boy, a local guy, went to Cambridge and then worked for NASA and the Jet Propulsion Laboratory for 30 years. We're really lucky to have him. He's a brilliant speaker. This session is going to end very shortly, but it gives you a couple of minutes before we'll hear from Peter to explore the environment. So don't forget, so as well as the chat within each of the sessions, you've also got an exhibitors hall on the left-hand side where you can go in and have a look at who's got a virtual booth, and you can go and chat to people. You can also do the networking and go and chat to other people that are online right now. So please make the most of the platform, have a bit of an explore, and then at 9:30, please click on that next section within the sessions, so you'll see Peter Scott, who's going to then talk to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Over
Thanks.
to you.
See you then.